Hi, welcome to my channel, God Anointed Child. My name is Latoya. I want to shed light on wicked friends, friends that you don't know their mission in your life. I'm going to read a text from the New King James, Jeremiah 17, verse 9, and I will shed light on 10 as well. So it says, "The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it?" So basically, I remember in early 2005, yes, early 2005, I was working at McDonald's, and then this guy used to just turn up and just keep looking at me. He never asked me out or anything. He just keep looking at me, and he always want me to serve him. And one day I said to him, like, "What is your mission?" And he was like, "I don't know, but I just feel led to like talk to you about Jesus." And I was like, I study with Jehovah's Witness. And he said, he asked me where I live, and I told him, which was close to his house where he lives with his mom. And it's like, he told me that he does driving instruction. I said, okay, let me book some lesson with you so we can talk more about Jesus. But like I said, I was studying with Jehovah's Witness. So anyway, he was telling me that, he got married, and his wife, he cheated on his wife, got the lady pregnant, and his wife is a bit strange towards him. So in the end, we became close. Bible study. He bought me a Bible. Then he introduced me to his mom, and me and the mom become very close, where they would come into my house to do Bible study. Then they invite me to the Potter's house. And this woman was like really, really nice. I used to look at her and said, "Oh, my mom is in Jamaica, but you're my UK mom. I love you." This woman was just beautiful, calm spirit. Me, I was like very angry. And they were shedding light. The guy was really nice, and I was encouraging him to go back to his wife, to like make peace. Somehow he listened, start visiting the church, make peace with his wife. We would go to the house, me and him, the wife would come home, see us, but not thinking anything diabolical, like me and him, like the friendship is just pure. So we'll be tidying up the house, we'll be happy coming home and everything. Somehow it's like, I don't know what happened during them getting back together. He promised that he won't do something, and he just go back and he fall back on his promise. But anyway, it was that he came out the church, and then he was just being very brutal and telling me there's like no God, and it was like deep. And he was even angry. The friendship between me and him was just like, because I'm like, you brought me here, you give me a way of light, like show me that Jesus, is different from this Jehovah's Witness. It was quite different, because I didn't know how to pray that much, but I learned through that ministry. But anyway, fast forward, he moved on. He went to live with some other woman, and the mom and I become close. It was so close that I used to throw partner, save money, and when I get my partner jar, I would like ask her what she would like so I could buy her stuff. And she would have a smirk like, "Oh, my kids don't do this for me. I don't take money from my kids." I said, "Where I'm from, we look after our mom, so it's like that. So I don't have a problem doing it." So I would just give this woman gift. In the church, people would just drop us home, because at the time I wasn't driving. They would drop us home, and she would be like, "I've been here 9 years, and no one ever offered to give me a lift, and I'm a single mom just like you." And I'm like, comparison, I don't understand. But anyway, I overlook her, the behavior. So I think Christmas time, the pastor was giving out envelope and postcard, and I always share everything with this lady. She was older than I am, and I opened my envelope and I realized there was money in it. She opened hers, there was none. This lady was so angry, and I was like, with me, I was like, I wasn't the one that put the money in, so I don't understand. So anyway, I ignore it. One day, I was my son, like, I want to get his passport. So I know this lady around probably 10 months. 10 months, 10 going on to 11. But I used to see her, but we never used to talk. So like I used to go to the house, meet the son, you know, say hi, but not like introduce like when he did. So this lady, I asked her to fill out the form for me. She did fill out the form, and she wrote that she know me only 9 months. They said, send me back the paper and said like, someone need to know me over a year or 2 years, something like that. And I was like, why didn't you sign that you know me? We go to the same church and everything. Oh, no, I'm a Christian, I can't lie. I was like, I don't do all these things. I won't lie for nobody. I said, no problem. I asked my neighbor. This neighbor didn't even talk. He was just always smiling and being polite, and I asked if he could do it. This man don't know me from nowhere, but he wrote that he know me. I got the passport. So I was like, oh, my son is British. It's like, no, he's Jamaican, Caribbean. I'm like, no, I have a British passport. But you know, I like that, the way the remarks, didn't know. Anyway, she would come and she would cook for me, and somehow I would felt sick. I don't know. I ignored that. One day I'm in the house and I just felt so dizzy. I got up and I just passed out. I start bleeding through my nose. Start having dream where snake is swallowing me. I don't know anything about witchcraft. You hear about it, but feeling it, I don't know the signs. So anyway, one day she always bring me milk, like a tin of condensed milk to make porridge, because I was very slim. And she always said I need weight. So she would come and do porridge, or she would give me the tin. So I had a cousin at the time. She came to visit and she opened the tin. I normally pluck the two side and pour it out. But she opened and she's like, what kind of milk is this? I said, oh, I'll get it from Sister J. And she's like, something's diabolically wrong with this. And I'm like, Anyway, I used to sleep, having this strong nightmare, someone yanking me off the bed, spirit trying to sleep with me, lightning striking me in my face. It was so bad. So I said to God, like, who is doing this? Like, show me the face of the person that is doing this. I saw her face. I'm like, hell no, this woman can't hurt a fly. You know, one day, I heard my phone ringing, and she heard like she accidentally ring because the phone in her pocket, and her phone ring me. I hear this woman swearing, like cussing out this lady, some bad. I could not believe I was like, this is God. So when that happened, I said, okay, let me look into it. So one night now, I had a dream where my son, the baby, crawling up her step, and she saw the baby and kicked my son down the stairs in the vision. So I said, okay. I start doing like watching program to see how to bind up spiritual things. I start saying, anything that is affecting me, let it go back to where it come from. Go back, go back, go back. In the end, the lady come to my house. Oh, I need to confess. Oh, I'm jealous of you. I know I shouldn't be, because envy and jealousy is next to death. She sat on my bed and be confessing things. I said, oh my word. Somehow I went somewhere and one lady saw me with her and said, oh, that lady, you need to be careful of her, because she did bad thing to her sister, because her sister was going to marry a doctor from Nigeria, and all of a sudden the sister run mad. I was like, oh my God. So I cut off this lady so sudden, and in the end she's still coming to the church, but I would avoid her at all costs. This lady tell me, oh, all the things that was happening to me now is happening to her. Then she asked me how to get rid of it. I was like, oh my gosh. I prayed. She'd look at me like I am lying. I said, I prayed and asked God to remove whatever it is. Somehow her daughter start giving a testimony about the bad things that are happening to her. So she went and got baptized. I'm telling you, be careful when you see the signs, the remarks, comparing themselves. I don't want to do a long video. I just want to do a quick one, and I will shed light on another friend that came after her from the church. But I'm just saying, be careful out there. And like I said in the Jeremiah 17, this is verse 10. It said,